Hi, this is J Max from Basketball Commoner, where we talk about basketball and everything under the sun. So today I'm very excited to take a closer look at these shoes, primarily because we got this pair at 50% discount. Yes, so we ordered this online. We only paid 1,700 pesos, or around $35. So one tip, if you're trying to save money, most shoes on sale are not the colorway you would like. So, but oftentimes it's the only colorway left, or it's maybe the last pair. Whether you are buying online or you are buying in an actual store, you have to make some sacrifice or compromise a little bit just so you can save some money. So even if it's not your ideal colorway, if it's a colorway that you can live with and it still looks good, why not, right? So you dive right in. By the way, if you're new to buying basketball shoes, I'll be giving more tips on how you can save money and how to buy shoes on discount by the end of this video. So back to this shoe. So this is the Nike Precision 4 model, right? So I know these are not your typical signature shoes endorsed by the big NBA superstars. These are what you would call budget shoes. Why? Because they're more affordable, and for the price we got it, I really feel like we got a pretty good deal for these shoes, right? Again, original price for these shoes are at 3,400 pesos, or around $70. And I really still can't get over the fact that you can actually get a legit Nike shoes for the price you got it, right? Around $35 or close to 2,000 pesos. So let's examine the shoes. So obviously, I want to check if these are authentic Nike shoes, because we did not order this directly from the Nike online store. Let's check it out. So far, I've been inspecting the shoes. It looks legit to me. If you have been buying shoes for a while, if you have had experience doing that for quite a while, you can tell just by the eye test, and when you expect it, you just know, and when you feel it, it just you can feel by the stitching, by the materials, the tags on it, and to me these are pretty authentic, right? And the spikes too, they're pretty hard, so you can feel that. So I play outdoors, and I'm not a fan of translucent rubber. So I'll try to wear them later to know how it feels on my foot. I think we really lucked out on this one, and I'm still pretty amazed that we got these shoes. So these shoes are, as you can see, are low cuts, right? It's got that racer design or vibe going on. It feels very light as well. So from the name itself, Nike Precision, these shoes should be very easy to maneuver on. And again, this is not my ideal colorway because I already have a lot of red shoes, but again, we jumped on the opportunity because we were able to get 50% discount, right? And it still looks very good. So we're back, and I was already able to try it on. So you don't know the specs for these shoes, or pretty much the durable rubber outsole, and I really dig that. I feel that when I tried it on, I can really feel the grip. And again, I'm a very huge fan of rubber outsoles that are not translucent, because for me, especially if you play outdoors, it would last longer than the translucent ones. So when I tried it on, I really like how it feels inside, because since I have a tall foot, I like my shoes to not grip my foot too much. So What stands out to me, what's different from other shoes, even with the signature shoes, is uh, the design right here. If you can see, it's a little bit arching, right? It's not like the other shoes where it's flat. So for this one, if you can see it, it contours upwards, right? So this I like, especially if you're moving from side to side, or if you're doing step backs, or if you're trying to accelerate. um, your shoes will really guide you to that motion, and it will add you extra lift, from my experience. So it's rare that I see this type of design. Maybe it looks a little bit like the Mamba mentality, right? uh, but the arch, with the Mamba mentality, the arch was not so prominent, but with this one, um, you can really see that, and you can immediately notice it when you try it on. So um, I'm very excited to try this outside when the courts open, because I feel like this is going to be responsive. It doesn't have all the, high-tech features like the signature shoes, but it's simple. But I feel like it's gonna work. It feels right. The court feels there. It's very light. I think we got value for money right here. So if you've gone to this part, I promise to give you tips on how to save money when you're buying shoes. Well, one tip, first tip is really not to buy them right after they released. Why? Because just like cell phones or gadgets, when they're newly released, the price is really expensive, right? So you have to wait it out 2, 3, 4 months, um, and the price is gonna be lower every month, right? Another tip is that those actual stores that you see in the malls, they actually have affiliated stores wherein if those shoes don't sell in a couple months and there's already a new model, they ship that to their affiliated stores, like the outlets, like uh, there are other stores that sell the old models. And now when you go to those affiliated stores, you can get that shoe with a big discount, right? So um, Nike has their outlet stores, Adidas has their outlet stores, um, but other prominent stores as well. They have affiliated stores, and you have to be able to figure that out, and ask where the unsold shoes are going when new models are released. So it's really gonna save you a ton of money. And lastly, is not to impulse buy. Why? Because during this pandemic, everything is on sale, right? Not just shoes, shirts, um, gadgets, and all that. You have to think if you really need it, right? Because I know I know a lot of friends who are buying a lot of shoes, but they're not able to play with it, especially during this time when the courts are closed and the shoes are just sitting there. And when the courts open, they won't be able to use it all, right? Even for me, I have shoes that I've not been able to use because I bought a lot. So if you don't need it, you have to control yourself. But if you buy shoes for business, or if you want to review, you have a channel, then that's really fine, right? But if you're just a regular consumer, make sure to buy things that you only need. Like you can have maybe 2, 3, or 4 extra pairs, but if you already have 4 or 5 pairs already, I think it doesn't make sense if you buy more shoes, even if they are on discount. You just really end up buying more. And at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to save money if you bought a lot of shoes and you're not able to use it. And if you don't know, just like tires, right? If you're those rubber compounds, For your shoes that have not been used for a long time, they tend to deteriorate. So if you don't know that, it's the same with the tires. It's the same with um, other gadgets. So I hope you learned a lot today. We just did not talk about the shoes. We also talked about things surrounding buying shoes. And if you were able to learn something, then please do hit the subscribe button below. Again, this is J-Max from Basketball Commoner, where we talk about basketball and everything under the sun. Peace.